Hi, my name's Mike, and the last video was an unboxing of this bass right here, which is the Spector Legend Standard bass guitar. It's all partially disassembled right now because in today's video I kind of wanted to go through the bass itself and see the quality and what kind of value you're getting for the price. So I paid $550 for this particular bass. Spector basses, especially the American-made Spectors, go upwards of $5,000. Very, very good quality instruments, very nice sounding instruments. Let's see how this one kind of weighs in as far as quality. So, full disclosure, I'm not being paid by Spector. I bought this with my own cash, and it's as impartial as I can make it. So the first thing that I want to look at is the neck. So this is the neck right here. The neck on the Spector is a 5-piece, and it's maple, paduk, and maple. So it's basically a maple neck with 2 rows of paduk wood through it. It's a really nice neck. It's a full 24 fret neck. So you get all the frets down at the very bottom as well. It comes standard with a graphite nut. So usually when I get a bass, I add a graphite nut to it. This is came pre-installed with one. So I can find absolutely nothing wrong with this neck. There are no flaws. I've literally gone over this neck with a jeweler's loop and a magnifying glass. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this neck. All of the frets are finished. There's no sharp spots on any of the frets. The neck is straight. It's there's nothing that I can see quality-wise that's any kind of ding on this neck at all. The tuners that come standard with this bass are Jinho tuners. So Jinho tuners, while not the same recognition as Grovers or Goto tuners, are still excellent tuners. I've got a set of Goto tuners here that I was going to put on the bass, but the Jinho tuners are excellent. I'm going to just leave the Jinhos on because I'm happy with their quality. So as far as the Jinho tuners, these are the JB150s, made in Korea. They're not cheap Chinese pot metal. They're decent quality Korean-made tuners, and yeah, happy with the tuners. The ratio for these tuners, I believe, is 18:1. I could be wrong on that, but I believe they're 18:1. So, as far as the neck, the tuners, I would give 10 out of 10. The construction itself, the neck fits in very tight. There's no looseness. There's no play. It fits excellently. So then we go to the body, and so I have everything taped in because I've unscrewed everything that could be unscrewed, and I didn't want things to start falling out. So the body is ash, and it's got this has got a flamed maple veneer, and it's a black stain. And again, with this body, I give it a 10 out of 10. I've literally gone through it with a magnifying glass, and I've checked everything. Everything is well cut. All the routings for the pickups, for the bridge, everything is really tight, really good routing. Everything is is excellent quality. The finish, there's absolutely no blemishes on this finish at all, nothing. The bridge, and again I've unscrewed the bridge just to make it easier to take out. The bridge sits in a recess, so this is the bridge recess, and as you can see, routings are perfect. So let's start with this bridge. So the bridge is a high mass bridge, and it's a bridge that's kind of proprietary to this particular base. So Spector bases have these kind of bridges. Kind of a little unusual. So the first thing you have to do if you're going to adjust the bridge is you have to loosen the set screws on the side. And this will allow you to move each string guide individually, and you can adjust for height. I haven't adjusted it yet. Probably tomorrow I'll be doing setup on the bridge and the guitar in general, but for now I just wanted you to be able to see just what the bridge looks like. The pickups, it's a standard PJ configuration, P-bass pickups, jazz bass pickup at the bridge. The pickups, and I'll take off some of the tape so we can kind of see. Well, I'll start with the bridge pickup. So again, the routing, very clean, very nice. So these pickups, I will say this is one area where we start to see the fact that this isn't a $5,000 bass guitar is in the pickups. So just a general bar magnet at the bottom. Pickups aren't the best quality, but they sound pretty good. The only thing that I don't particularly care about these pickups is the pickup cover is very cheap, and I don't particularly care for that. But overall, the pickups have a really good sound. The adjustments, we have a volume for each pickup, and then there's a bass, an active bass, and an active treble control. And these give you plus or minus 12 decibel boost or cut. The knobs, very good quality. There's no, the pots are good. They don't bind. There's no tight spots. Everything good. And so it's the same with the P-bass pickups. If we look at the routing, these are also cut really nice, really nice. The pickups, these pickups also, the casing feels a little cheap, but this is, you know, I mean, they have to cut costs somewhere. So if we turn everything over, the back of the guitar, it's bolt-on neck, 5 bolts, and here's our access panel for the electronics. So again, I took off the screws just so we could get to it pretty easily. So if we take the panel off, this is where Spector kind of loses points for this particular bass. Wow, that is just a complete rat's nest jumble. That's just got stuff going everywhere. So let's start with the good stuff. So the solder joints are good. They're everything appears to be pretty well soldered, and like I said, the bass has a very nice sound. Sounds great. It's an active bass, so the battery goes here. Battery sits in here. There's, on more expensive Spector basses, you have what's called a tone pump or a tone pump junior. So it's an active preamp. In this particular bass, this is the active preamp, just kind of floating here amidst all these wires. So that kind of really lowers the impression of this bass quite a lot. But overall, I would say that this bass is a very good value for the money. So coming in just under $600, the build quality is excellent. I find absolutely nothing wrong with the wood or the build quality. They do save money in the electronics. You're not getting the EMG pickups or the Bartolini pickups that are in the more expensive basses. You're not getting the tone pump, and yeah, so electronics kind of lose points there. But I will say that this bass sounds excellent. I jammed with it for about 6 hours the other day with my band. Sounds great. Sounds great with all kinds of music. Rock, funk, blues, jazz. We did it all, and this bass is more than capable of handling any genre of music. So one more thing that I forgot to mention about the neck. So the neck at the nut is about 1.5 inches. It's 1.57 inches. So this is going to come a little bit between a Fender Jazz bass that's at 1.5 and a Fender P bass that's a little over 1.6. So it's going to kind of split the difference between the two. If you play a jazz bass, I think you're going to be right at home with this neck. So my impressions of this bass overall are very favorable. For its price point, for being a $550 bass, you get a lot of bass. It's definitely worth the money, and I would say that sound-wise, it rivals basses that are twice the price. I'm going to leave everything as it is. I'm not going to change the tuners. I'm not even going to change the pickups, because quite honestly the pickups sound good. But if I were going to put any money into this, I'd fix this mess right here. That's it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.